In the true spirit of the season, we've decided to give you guys a nice little freebie, which is an Ableton Live project made entirely with Operator, which is currently creating this techie house groove. There are 12 instances of the synth, doing all of the drums, including this fat kick. Two pretty tasty bass presets. And some other percussive bits. So there's plenty for you to play around with and use in your own production. Instead of going through what's in the project though, I thought I'd create a new sound to show you one or two techniques that you might not have seen before. So I'll add Operator to an empty MIDI track, and I'll just create a MIDI clip with a few repeating notes in. Now, on Operator, I'm just going to add some global pitch envelope, so we're not just getting a repeating C and the sound becomes more FX-like. And now I'm going to add some FM, so I'll turn up oscillator B, keeping it on the default pitch, and then turn up C as well. But this one I want to be a fair bit louder, so I'll turn the output down a bit first, and I'm also going to pitch this one up so it adds some much higher harmonics. So you can hear the sound is quite tweety at the minute, which isn't that appealing, although even like this you can get some pretty good bass sounds if I pitch it down. But I've got some other plans for this sound. So what I'll do instead is go to the MIDI clip and edit the velocity values. And you can hear that this doesn't change the level, because as default, Operator's oscillators aren't set up with velocity adjustment on the amp envelope, as you can see here. And what this means is we can turn up this other parameter to have velocity adjust the pitch of the oscillator. So if I turn that up for oscillators B and C, we get some nice shifting around of the harmonics. And if we get rid of the pitch envelope for a sec, you can hear what this is doing. So we get the interesting shifting in timbre, a bit like using a sample and hold waveform on a filter, only nice and digital sounding. With the envelope back on though, we can maybe change the waveform of oscillator A by drawing in some harmonics. You often want to go easy here, as the sound gets messy very quickly, particularly at the top. But we can add some nice extra character. And maybe edit oscillator B too. But again, I'll go easy. Maybe just adding one choice harmonic. And one more tip if you want to create an FX sound. If I just turn the pitch envelope back off, what we can do is use the LFO instead. I'll turn up the rate a fair bit, keeping it on low. And obviously with the sustained sound, it doesn't work so well. But if we shorten oscillator A's amplitude envelope, so it's a briefer sound, we can create a pretty cool effect. I might try a snappier waveform like a sawtooth for this. And now the LFO rate and amount can change the character of the sound quite dramatically, from a more melodic to a more FX-like lead. And don't forget to use the tone dial to shape those upper frequencies, as this is like an additional low-pass filter of sorts. So hopefully that's shown you a few new operator tricks. And with this project now, which you can download using the link in the video description, you can see just how much you can do with the instrument. For lots more tips, right from beginner level up, make sure you check out my Operator Complete Guide. Happy holidays from all at Producer Tech, and see you next time.